Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. Happy New Year, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Very, very excited about tonight because I feel like new year, new beginning, new show coming soon. I didn't talk about that. I wasn't gonna, but very, very excited for this year, guys. There's a lot coming this year. Um, Not only figure wise, right? We already started the year with the most shiny Iron Man we've ever gotten in the world. Shinier than any Chrome Stormtrooper we've gotten. Shinier than I feel like even Cyborg to a certain extent. So even Mando, remember Mando was dirty. So it's gonna be a great year, guys. Hopefully for you guys as well. And we're gonna get started. So I don't know if you guys are able to see what's going on behind me right now. I'm waiting for somebody to mention it. Uncarded in the house. How are you, Spicy? This guy. How are you? Happy New Year. Thank you for being here, my friend. We got Joker J in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here tonight. We got Rob in the house. How are you, my friend? Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. It's Tuesday o'clock. It's Tuesday o'clock. Happy New Year, Rob. Babo! Babo. Yes, guys, don't forget to hit that like button before you guys forget. Thank you guys ahead of time. I appreciate it. We got Talia in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here tonight, as always. We have Figment in the house. How are you, my friend? Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. Let's see who else is in here. We got Rob. Rob in the house. Roboito. We got Action in the house. How are you? My Action in the house. Action in the box in the house. How are you, my friend? Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. We got Brandon Altman. Welcome. How are you? Nice to see you. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. 2024 started off with a banger. Absolutely. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more, guys, about what that figure may do to the market because of I'm noticing a few things that have been happening, and I want to throw that at you guys because I have a feeling, and I did something today because of what I thought. So we're gonna get into that as well. We got Leo in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. We got Gambit. Oh my God, I haven't seen this guy. When was the last time I saw Gambit? I want to say the last time I saw Gambit was probably, it feels like a week ago, or a couple weeks ago. But before that, it feels like a couple years. Welcome, my friend. How are you? Nice to see you. Happy New Year. Everybody's saying hello to Babo. 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 Daniel in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. Garden premium year. Already with the premium, with the premiumness. Unreal. Unbelievable. So yeah, guys. So we have a few things to talk about. Obviously, we didn't get much action besides the big dog yesterday. But I feel like what I have to say is very important because I think you guys will appreciate what I want to bring up, and then you guys tell me what you guys think and what your opinions are. We got Roberto Zesco. Absolutely, my friend. Are you crazy? I was dying. It's like, so obviously you wouldn't know this, but my first meal every single day for the past like year, at least, definitely over a year, but I want to say a year. My first meal is always after 5 o'clock. So that's why when we were speaking, you were like, why haven't you eaten? Because I don't eat until like after 5. So I was starving. So I'm starving every day. Action in the box. Happy New Year. But yeah, I ate. I had some beautiful chili. Yummy. It was like a Emerald Lagasse's 5-bean chili or something like that. Delicious. But yeah, guys. So I'm gonna wait for a few of you guys to come in, and then we'll get started. But like I said, there's that whole Iron Man thing, you know, is really interesting because That paint application specifically, you know that that's not the first time they're going to do that. Absolutely not. That thing is too sexy and too beautiful to just make one and never do that again, you know? So I think, and obviously we've seen the whole chrome theme, you know, with the black chrome, right? We got the clone troopers in chrome. We have the stormtrooper in chrome. So they've been doing this right on purpose for a little bit, but this is the shiniest, you know, the most chrome character figure, you know, that we've gotten ever. I remember when the original Mark II came out, not the original, the Unleashed version came out, people were customizing that and making it like a straight chrome, like, you know, 100% chrome. Gorgeous. Hot Toys obviously never did that until right now with this Mark II. So again, I don't think this is the first time we're going to see this. I think this is going to be. Let me pull this up. I'm like talking without it. I feel like this is not the first time we're going to see this. This is going to be, you know, we're going to start. I feel like we're going to start getting more chrome stuff. The first one, obviously, you know, the first mainstream figure I'm going to say is the Mandalorian, right? That last chrome Mando that we got. It obviously, you know, it doesn't look like this because of the fact that it's not supposed to look like this, right? It's supposed to be like a dirtied version of a chrome painted figure. Um, so the you know, the style of paint application is it's not gonna be the same. Let me see what you guys are saying real quickly. We got what's up? I fast 6. Ooh, look at you. See? Yeah, I stopped. I was never a breakfast person ever. I just never, I mean, I would always eat breakfast, right? But I was never hungry. I never ate, I never woke up hungry. So I would eat just because I'm like, oh, you have to eat breakfast. Um, which is why I was more morbidly obese my whole life. And now I stop eating. I start eating after 5, so 5:30. So the latest I've started is after 7. Like I've had my first meal at like 8 o'clock. And then I'm like, you know, one meal and I'm done for the night. But after, I'm telling you, that fasting was the only thing that allowed me to lose. I've lost when I started streaming, I was about 295, and then I've been like gradually for the past like 3 years, like slowly, like up and down, up and down. But now I was able to do it just from that fasting. And the problem with the fasting, not the problem, the reason why you lose weight with the fasting is because of this. The moment we wake up, and I don't mean to get, you know, into this, but just real quickly, the moment we wake up, our bodies, our livers release glycogen, right? We store glycogen as a sugar storage form in the liver, right? So as soon as we get up, the liver releases the glycogen from our livers, right? So that's our energy. That's so we don't wake up and we're like, I can't move because I have no energy. There's no sugar in my blood, right? We automatically get up because there's already sugar in our blood. The problem is that we start eating all these processed foods over, you know, people have pancakes with syrup, like we talked about last time, you know, all this crappy stuff, toaster strudel, Pop Tarts. That's not only is that sugar, but it's the most processed sugar, the cheapest type of fuel that the body needs. These, you know, um, what is it? The high fructose corn syrup and the, you know, fructose corn syrup and the all that stuff is the cheapest and the worst type of fuel that the body, you know, could ingest. And that's why we become diabetics, we become overweight, we become insulin resistant, we become all these things. But anyway, let's see. Your background looks awesome. Thank you. So what I did, guys, let me show you guys real quickly. So hold on, let me get out of here. So what I did, as you could see, I ended up buying RGB LEDs for the case. So because the only way to, you know, the only way for me to get some color behind me is like to get some lamps, and I was not getting lamps. So I said, let me see if they have these MR11 bulbs with RGB. So they have a remote, and I could change the colors, change, you know, let me see if it works from here for you guys. So I can show you real quickly. See? So they all just went white. See? See? All of them just went white, right? No color, except the ones on that side you can still see, which I'm not pointing at. But then if I go back to fade, see? So they're all fading now. There you go. See? So now they're back to crazy, right? So this was obviously done thanks to you guys, thanks to all the super chats. Figman, thank you. Nefty, thank you, and all of you guys, with the super chats. Like I tell you guys, anything that I get, it's gonna be for this. It's not like for me to like keep building my collection or anything like that, because I get that stuff on my own. But like, little things like that, eventually my editing stuff, anything that I got to pay for, that's where that money goes. It's not to, oh guys, give me money so I could grow my collection and leave you guys behind. Absolutely not. It's going to be, because I'm going to get my own stuff anyway, but it's just for little things like that. Look at that. I'm like obsessed with this right now. Look at that. I love that. And so what I ended up doing was I shut lights here, right? So it looks kind of dark. And then even the lights that I have in front of me, I dimmed a little bit so you guys could actually appreciate the back a little bit more. I mean, you see half of it is a fridge, but what can I do, Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it again. I'm waiting for that chromed out boba. I don't know about that. I mean, they had the black arena, right? Arena boba, but that wasn't chrome. I think, I don't know if that would have been any better chrome, to be honest, because look at the black the black chrome Death Trooper, right? It's okay. Like, do you really think that a boba looking like that would have been any better? I don't think so. But I love the arena. So Paul Morales, welcome. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here, my friend. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Eric, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. We got Harold in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here tonight. Happy New Year. Figment said, I hooked you. I hooked my Yes. Yes. Very, very nice. You have to show me. I always try to like find you on like, what's that called? On Instagram, and I can't find, I don't know where you post your stuff. So message me if you have Instagram. Message me on Instagram so I can look at your stuff. That's cool. I didn't even know they had these bulbs, or I would have gotten them a long time ago. I just said, you know what? Let me see what I have and what they have on Amazon, and I bought them. We're here to talk about Fabulous Figures. To talk Fabulous Figure. No pun intended. No pun intended. We got Big Dog. Welcome, my friend. Happy New Year. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Did I miss a lot of this? No, not at all. We just started. I was just teaching them a little health and then showing you guys my lights behind me. For those who, let me see. Let me show you real quickly. Wow. Look at that. Professional YouTuber status coming soon, 2024. Guys, little by little, don't call me a YouTuber yet, but when it gets there, you guys better call me a YouTuber. TK Magic Chap, how are you, my friend? Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody's saying hello to Big Dog. Look at this guy. The one guy that never came here is known by everybody. Unbelievable. Unreal. Big Dog. See what happens? Unbelievable. Thule in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Happy New Year, my friend. Thank you for being here. As always, as always, as always. All right, guys. So this is what I did today, right? So today, as I've mentioned to you guys before regarding toysforkiddos.com, right? And I'm going to pull it up because it's very important to talk about this. So look at what 729.32 overseas, 61.90, right? USD. So if we go to Sideshow and compare, right? You're going to see a huge difference. And this is my point. This is why. So we have a regular version for 305, right? Compared to 461. Okay. Then we have a deluxe version that is 450 and a deluxe exclusive that is also 450, right? So 450 compared to $729. So what is this saying to me? What this is saying to me is we have to be very careful. I mean, not we. When I say we, I meant me. Obviously, as you guys know, now I'm ordering overseas. I'm not pre-ordering anything. Right? That's just what I'm deciding to do. That's just, for me, that's my choice. That's what what I feel like it's going to be better for me, right? But my problem with this issue is, for example, look at this guy is going for 455, right? So if this continues, right, at 455, that only means what? That on a overseas website, I'm only using this one because this is the one I buy from, right? And seeing what he's been doing lately, what does that say? That there's a huge chance that on this website, instead of being 455, it's going to be 600 and change. Again, it's a brand new paint application. It's going to be a crazy new figure to get. Not only that, but the hype behind the figure, right? The new paint application, the way it looks, everything about the figure. Don't forget that they mentioned, with this Mark II, you'll complete the 1 through 7 line. So everything surrounding this figure is setting itself up for something big, right? Do I mean that they're going to sell out? I doubt it. But overseas, remember that Iron Man is a big deal. So my fear is if I don't pre-order on Sideshow this figure, again, this can happen with men figures, but we're talking about this one. So an example, if I hadn't pre-ordered Toby on Sideshow when I did, look what I would have been stuck with this, overpaying for that, or wait for somebody else to have it cheaper eventually, right? Or jump on the wait list if it's even available on Sideshow, right? So that's a problem. That's a huge problem. So what I ended up doing for me is I ended up pre-ordering the Mark II on Sideshow. I used $200 and something worth of points, so I only have to pay like $240 when it's ready to ship. $170 remaining, and then whatever the tax and shipping turns out to be, that's what I'm going to pay. But my point is this: the only reason why I did that is because of these prices that are happening on this website. Again, why are they happening? I have no idea. It doesn't happen with everything because look, it happened with Hobo Goblin. He had it at 651. Now he has it at 546. Wrecker, I don't think so. I think Wrecker was actually cheaper than Sideshow, or about the same price. Buzz, it's about the same price. Look at Riva. Riva, he's got it at 278, which is very fair, right? Paz, 299, sold out. The Batman, well, this is the what is this? MMS Hot Toys MMS 6, the Batman. Oh, this is the 22 Batman. Never mind. I'm like all confused. So that's what I ended up doing, guys. So what I ended up doing was that I ended up pre-ordering this Mark II Chrome version on Sideshow. Number one, because of the points, but number two, out of fear that a die-cast figure overseas, again, especially on this website, it's going to be crazy expensive. So if I'm going to notice this, and I'm noticing this pattern and these things happening on this website where, again, I order from, I have to be careful. And this is my proof to you guys that I don't get anything from this website whatsoever. You guys think that because you use my code that I get some crazy, I don't know if it's free figures or crazy discount. I get absolutely nothing. Because if that were the case, we wouldn't be having this conversation because it wouldn't matter, So that's my point. I get coupon codes for you guys. Obviously, if I get something for me, obviously, why not? But if it's mostly for you guys, these coupon codes, I get nothing out of anything. And the giant toy coupon code that I got you guys as well. The reason why that's only for new customers is because obviously if you're established with the website, why would they give you something off? So that's why it needs to be a new account. So they see that it's a new customer coming from me, pretty much. That's why you have to hit that link. But besides that, like, what do I get? Nothing. I wish I was getting free stuff. And guess what? If I did, why would I not tell you guys? What's the problem? Why can't I get free stuff? I've gotten free stuff already from RCN Studios. I've gotten a whole kit for the gantry. I got literally about 10 packs of neck skins. I was gonna say foreskins. Neck skins. I got, what else? He sent me something else. I forgot what it was. But again, I haven't paid for a thing. He paid for shipping for everything. So what's the problem with that? I don't see a problem with that. You know what I mean? Me getting anything free does not hurt you guys, right? If I'm getting all this free stuff and trying to shove it down your throats by lying about it, that's a different story, right? But obviously I would never do that. So that's why I always get these coupon codes. But again, I started noticing these things happening, this little pattern here. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I have to be very careful from now on, because I was like, oh, I'd never have to pre-order again. It feels amazing, which it does, right? But it's very scary because what are the chances? Okay, fine. Let's just say I ended up not pre-ordering it, right? And then I just wait. I already know that it's going to be more expensive here just because, remember also, Iron Man is super, super popular overseas. So, of course, that's going to be marked up 100%, right? The type of figure that it is, the style of figure that it is, the way that they made the figure, right? All of these new different things added to the figure. Like I said, the paint application, you got that new base style. You got the attachable, detachable, swappable pieces. They said it has like over 1,000 different attachable pieces. So all of that is building into something big. And to avoid a problem, because again, I know there will be a problem. And you guys know I tell you all the time what? Oh, if it's not limited, if it's not deluxe or exclusive, I doubt it's going to sell out. I don't think this is going to sell out by any means. But overseas, it's a different world, and that's where I order from. So that's why I was like, you know what? Let me just play it safe, because again, I could I hope you guys remember this conversation when this figure's out, because I can most likely guarantee you that figure is going to be way overpriced again over there because of who Iron Man is. Let me see what you guys are saying real quickly. What's up, Mr. YouTube? This guy. Smash that like button. Guys, hit that like button if you don't mind, please. There's 36 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. I'm so excited I got the deluxe. Deluxe. Which deluxe? We're talking about, the Spider-Man. Yes. Dímelo, Tuli. Joao, how are you, my friend? Do a battle royale with all your figures. Happy New Year, my friend. Nice to see you here. First time ever. Guys, so Joao is a really big supporter on Facebook. Always. He's been in the group for a very, very long time. And here he is. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you. Tu says, this my boy. Fans, you falling off. Well, because you guys remind me now.
This is my boy. This is my
boy. Woo! Oh man, I haven't done that in so long. See, that's when I knew. That's when I knew that Big Dog Pound hadn't been here in a couple of years, because every time that I saw him, I would be woo, and I knew that I hadn't done that in a long time. So I was like, so the moment I saw him, I was like, unbelievable. This guy supporting the entire world and not the real one. Not the only real one. He supports the rest. Big Dog. Woo! Yes, I like the rewards. I stay stateside when ordering these days. Maybe once. Yes, that's the thing. I did it because saving the tax, saving the shipping, right? If it's a little bit cheaper over there, if I get it a little bit sooner over there, why not? Also, we get points on that website on toysforkiddles.com. We get points on there. I get points on there. So, it's a win-win for me. But once I started noticing, again, the hobo was a big red flag for me. When he came out, look what he had him for, $651. I saw that and I was like, wait a minute. Then it happened again with Spider-Man. I was like, wait a minute. So that's when I picked up that this can happen. And then when, like I said, I saw it was Iron Man, I was like, I am not risking it. Also, I had the points on Sideshow. So I said, you know what? Let me just do this because I don't want a problem. I haven't pre-ordered a bunch of figures. And let me tell you something. I hope, number one, that I'm able to get them somewhere, right? Anywhere, but somewhere. Number two, that even if they're waitlisted on Sideshow, that eventually I'll be able to get it from Sideshow. But I am not overspending. I'm not overspending for overseas for anything. Absolutely not. If my whole point is to save money, why would I go spend an extra $200 on a figure? Absolutely not happening. So RCN power system. Yes, I got one of those things for the well, no, not the battery thing. I know what you're talking about. No, I got a whole LED kit for the gantry, and for the plastic gantry, which is the one I have, which is cool, but the thing looks so intricate and so hardcore, and so that's why I was like, But I haven't done it. I have to do it eventually. When I have some time to sit down and have hours to play with this thing, I'll do it. Do it. No, thank you. I'm really struggling pre-ordering between DX Vader and the red and the blue Tom Holland Spider. Ooh, don't know which. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you this right now. Star Wars will always be a more popular item, right? Just first and foremost. Number two, Darth Vader is probably one of the most iconic villains ever. Even though this specific one is, it's Hayden, right? It's not the OT Vader, right? But it's just at the end of the day, it's just Vader. So, with that said, that's your answer right there. Vader 100%, because I have a feeling that Spider-Man you'll be able to find. Again, it's Marvel. You'll be able to find it one way or another. You'll find it somewhere. But that Darth Vader, it's from a series. It's not a movie. How many could they possibly have made with, remember there's a bunch of SKUs as well. There's a regular, then there's a deluxe, then there's a deluxe special edition, then there's a red, there's a whole bunch of SKUs for that as well, right? For the Darth Vader. So that's also a possibility that you don't have to worry about. But which one are you going for, right? I'm going to assume it's deluxe special edition. Right? So do you want to risk it? That's the thing, but I know I could tell you right now, if I had to pick which one I had to pick to buy first or just buy and hope that, even value-wise is going to go up, 100% the Darth Vader. Easy answer right there. Because again, Marvel, especially now, Marvel years ago, before everything got, mass produced, was a different world, just like everything else was, right? Star Wars, whatever was made was gone. Now, though, as you've seen, everything Marvel is sitting. Literally everything Marvel, and even most of the DC stuff is sitting on Sideshow. So you don't have to worry about that stuff. Again, whatever you like is what you're gonna buy. But when it comes to Darth Vader and anything else, it's Darth Vader all day long. Have you had any predators in Can you imagine? Oh, she felt so bad yesterday. I was like, what the hell? She's like, I'm so sorry. She's like, I put the bacon in the it's a little oven. It's like it's not a microwave. It's like a little toaster. It's not a toaster. It's like a little microwave. Microwave. I keep saying microwave. Conventional oven, but it's got air frying, and it's got, like all these features. So that's what you put the bacon in, and the thing smoked up the whole house. This guy is Quadrant E15. But I'm in Asia. Star Wars is unpredictable here. That's a problem then. Oh, that's right. I think you're in the Philippines. That's a problem. That's a very big problem. Again, how did the series do by you, the Obi-Wan series? Because that'll probably help you gauge what the figure, how the figure's gonna do over there. Take cuidado. you can't insult this guy's IP. This guy's making threats alive. Hey.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Oh man, we did not have Disney Plus here when the God. So God, you're in a situation, huh? Well, I could tell you this. Now, answer me this. What does better? You just said Star Wars. You don't know. It's you don't know what can happen, right? You said it's unpredictable. So what is doing better there right now, right? You said that you could still find some Rogue One figures, but you can't find some other things. So what Marvel lines are doing well right now, and what Star Wars lines are doing well right now? And maybe we could figure this out. Chris, my friend, welcome. Happy New Year. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here as always, my friend. Thule says Darth Vader is a villain to end all villains. Yep, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. You cannot compare a Darth Vader with a Spider-Man, right? And then not only that, but this Vader with the broken helmet is going to be the sexiest Vader we own ever. So to have a chance to miss out on that, I would never. And I think I pre-ordered 2 of them because I was like, there's no way I'm missing out on these looks. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way. I need 2 of those looks. So I'm a bit behind, but you are correct about the fasting. Oh no, absolutely. I mean, I'm only speaking from experience, right? I lost, like I said, I almost lost like 100 pounds since 2020, but the most I've lost is in the past, in the past year. And it's only from that. It's only from the fasting. That's the only thing the major thing that I did. I stopped going to the gym. I used to go to the gym 7 days a week. Stopped going to the gym. All I do is play soccer now. Now it's once a week because it's cold. So we only play Sunday mornings. But I was playing soccer twice a week, Thursdays and Sundays. And that was the only exercise I got. But that fasting is no joke. How's everybody doing today? Thule said Bader. I know what you meant. Bader. Hot Twitch Collector, how are you? Welcome. Says, damn, that Spider Deluxe is how expensive. Yep. That's what I'm saying. You guys got to be very, very careful with what, again, I know most of you guys order on Sideshows, fine. But I'm pointing this out because I know that a lot of people may be like, well, he's not pre-ordering anymore, so let me try his game. And then you get messed up with prices like these. And then guess what? Then you're going to start bugging out. Then you're going to be like, I don't know where to get my figure. What the hell? What did I do? So that's what I'm doing. If you guys want to, follow what I do, there's no problem. Just be aware that this may happen and then you're screwed. That's what I'm trying to avoid for you guys. Because again, I always tell you guys how I collect, what I do. If it helps you, good. If it doesn't, then, keep doing what you're doing. But that's all I'm telling you is be aware of these price changes that are drastic price changes that are happening. Let's see. We got Tony in the house. Tony, welcome. How are you, my friend? Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. We got, let's see. The Thor says, I'm sitting here watching Fabs with a laceration on the top of my head. Wait, what happened? What the hell happened? With a laceration. What happened to you? Tell us. Brad, how are you, my friend? Happy New Year. He wants some watermelon. There you go. This for you. And let's give Uncarded some watermelon. I always forget about Uncarded. He always likes his Oh man. Let's see. Must have over exactly. So that's another thing. Do you have, other Vaders that you will be okay with not getting this one? You know what I mean? That's another thing. Are you okay with missing out on this one, getting your Spider-Man, and then saying, well, I have other Vaders anyway, so it doesn't matter? Or you're going to be like, man, that Vader is necessary, then I'll find the Spider-Man somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, these are the things you have to think about, and only you know your situation over there. Only you know, only you should know how to gauge, how the figures do over there. And even though you said, you can't really tell, but still, Brad. I laugh every time you play those wrong. Every time. Sometimes I so hot and chewy for no way. There's no way. But again, those are very, very old, right? Very old. Even though they're amazing to own, they're very old, right? It's just here that for whatever reason that those two figures blew up like that. But that's the thing. Do you own any more Vaders that you could do without that one? Throwing out an old reptile tank with my song. No way. Oh my God. Reptile in the secondary market. Insane. Nefty, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. Will they ever do Han again? See, the thing is this. I feel like there's something behind A New Hope movie, right? I think that first trilogy, right, the OT, I feel like even though they've made figures from them, and even recently, right, from A New Hope, I feel like to start reissuing those figures, right, I think that's what they're trying to avoid. I think that being the fact that Star Wars is Howard's favorite IP, I feel like he's not trying to mess up at least A New Hope. For example, Leia, right? Princess Leia, that white Leia, the white outfit Leia. With the buns, right? You don't think that Howard would have by now reissued that figure, just that one? Out of all of the A New Hope figures, why not that one? Right? Very simple. Even right now, the cheapest material, the cheapest dress. She came with a pistol, a couple guns, the base, and that was it. Literally, that was it. Nothing else to that figure. That was like a Jor-El figure from Superman. That's what that figure is like, right? Very like bare bones. Nothing to that figure. You're gonna tell me they couldn't by now update that figure when they've reissued 30 Iron Man already? When they've reissued a bunch of Marvel figures already? You're gonna tell me they can't do a Princess Leia? There's a reason behind it. So it's either they don't want to Howard doesn't want to kill the value on those figures, or the license is, like stupid expensive to the point where he's like, you know what? Like I did him once, like it's not a big deal. I don't really need to spend all that money for this again. Even though I know that he would believe that he'll make that money right back. I don't think there would be anybody not buying a New Hope Princess Leia right now at this point, right? Or any of those A New Hope old school figures. It's just there's something behind it. There's a reason why it's not happening, right? But what's the reason? So can they make it? Absolutely. Howard, Hot Toys can make anything they want whenever they want. It's not about if they can. We know that they have every single license possible, right? And if they don't have it, guess who's going to get it? Guess who's going to get a license first? Is it going to be InArt or is it going to be Hot Toys? Let's just put that out there. Who's going to get a license first, right? The King's going to get any license first. It's just that simple. It's just, does it make sense for them to get that? Does it make sense for them to put that money in? Does it make sense for them. Can they do they want to bother with it? That's what it comes down to. Not like, can they do it? Of course, they can do anything, literally anything. So that's the thing. It's just anything's possible. Anything's possible with Hot Toys. And you'll learn that when you're in the hobby long enough, you guys will realize that, I'm a pattern guy. I see things, and that's why I'm able to a lot of times call out what's coming, because I see patterns, right? I've always been that way. For me to memorize things, I'll make a pattern out of it, and I'll like that. It'll be 1, 2, 3. So that's how I was able to, that's what I've been able to call out some figures that are coming out and blah, blah, blah. But one thing that I've never been able to do with Hot Toys is always pinpoint what they're going to do next. Never. No matter how much I try, never been able to. Last year, the year before, people would ask me, oh, what do you think is coming next? I have no idea. But if we go back to a specific line, I could tell you what are possibilities, and that's how sometimes they turn out to be true. But I can never say, oh, I know that the next figure is it, because it's impossible. And they've made themselves that type of company where you'll never know what's next, right? They don't tell you. They don't give you hints at it. So it's crazy. And I love it that way, because imagine if we knew every release when it was going to come out. It's like, oh, man, it's like, well, that one's coming next. All right, we don't like that one. What about that one? Oh, I don't like that one either. So I got to wait till November of 2024 to get a figure that I like. You know what I mean? So that would suck, right? That would suck. And then the excitement of getting new announcements, random announcements, one-offs, all these things. And then, the simultaneous releases at the same time, it's like, it gets us going crazy all the time. And that's what makes Hot Toys who they are. A man can dream. No, and again, I don't think that they'll never do it. It's just, I feel like they're waiting for something to do it. I don't think that they're never gonna not do it. You know what I mean? I don't. Hot Toys is not that type of company. Like I said, they've reissued a bunch of stuff. The thing is, why haven't they done that? That's the way the question is. They've reissued everything but that. Why? You'll see Han and Chewie for less than those 2.0s are. No, I don't know about that. I mean, yes and no. So people will still want those original figures, though. Just period. You could update them, you could make them taller, you could make them, but people will always want them because they're great figures. They're great figures. But yeah, most likely they'll slightly go down, when they come out. But again, that just because they're updated doesn't mean that the originals lose value, even though in this hobby, for whatever reason, they do, right? I don't think that a reissue would kill the value of the original ones, but an upgrade, a 2.0, it could. It could, because now you're going to want the new, you're going to want the taller, you're going to want the bigger, you're going to want the updated, you know what I mean? So that's what's going to happen. And then, how bad can they be as a 2.0? Probably gorgeous as well. But I think, people will still have that attachment to that original figure. But I don't think, if they're able to get a 2.0 over the original figure, you better believe they're going to forget about that 1.0. Again, this is the only hobby that I've ever seen that happen. And everybody always wants the original stuff. The problem, again, is, ever since Hot Toys started with the 2.0s, the moment they do a 2.0 Han, nobody's going to care about that 1.0 anymore. You know what I mean? They're just not. You are going to have people who still going to want it, hoping that they could get it for cheaper. But you're going to have tons that are going to be like, you know what? I don't even need to spend all this money on this stuff anymore. Let me just get the updated ones. And they'll be perfectly happy with that. So that could happen as well, I'm quoted with the spicy. A artist. Can you imagine an artisan Chewy Han set? That would be over $1,000, no problem, easy. And people would buy. I mean, they would never like put it as a double pack. But can you imagine a wool glued Chewbacca? That thing would be $600-$700 just for the hair. Crazy. Reissue Han Solo. I say yes. Imagine Star Ace. Oh my god, that company is horrible. Inert will do it. Never, never, ever, ever. I gotta ask, did you pre-order the Jazz? Absolutely not. My last vehicle with them was my 66 that came out like crap, and that was it. Your psychic, yeah, okay. I just do like I said, I just put patterns together. Like if I see something, again, being around so long, you kind of over time start seeing, all right, they did this, but then they did that, but then they did this. All right, so there's a possibility that they may do this now since they've done it for the past 10 years. They've done, you know what I mean? So that's how I try to like figure stuff out. Job of the hot toys, please. The thing is, that thing is it's going to be a huge diorama piece. Hot Toys is going to do the proper scale, most likely, and the thing's going to be humongous. How much can they charge? If the sideshow one was going for what it was going for, I think it was something like what, $500 or $700, something like that. It was something stupid. Hot Toys is going to be obviously way better than that, updated, better paint, probably it's slightly bigger. That's the problem. Our people, it's going to be a power pose. Literally, it's going to be sideways like this. So are people really dying for this? Obviously there are some hardcore fans that want it, right? I could have bought mine. I am not taking up a whole shelf up there with that what do you call it, Jabba? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And again, I could have bought this years ago when my collection wasn't this full. But even then, I said I am not taking up all my space with this figure. Absolutely not happening. So that's why I never bought it, because I knew the thing was like this big. And I was like, that's like 7 figures right there. I was like, nope. Fab is a great prediction. I try. Fab is the Nostradamus. Yeah, they used to call me Fabstradamus. Not even, and I'm not kidding either. They used to call me Fabstradamus. Han Solo es un palo. After he broke Jimmy Fallon's figure. That was a thing too. I don't know if that's why Hot Toys decided to never make him again. I don't know if that's a thing or not. But I did watch that. He broke that Han Solo figure 2 pieces on live TV, and I was like, this guy's so disrespectful. And I mean, it was his own figure, to be fair, but still, like, that's so disrespectful for the company. It's crazy. But that means I have a feeling that means that he don't care for that stuff. You know what I mean? Can you imagine somebody giving me a figure of me that looks like that and me breaking it? I would never. Actor's death is not enough reason for them to stop making reissue. No, correct. I didn't say that either. I didn't say that a death was a reason. They've made what was the reason? What was the reason? No, they've made what figure besides these that you mentioned? They've made figures of characters that have passed away. Black Panther, obviously. Joker, Heath Ledger, but I feel like there's been more of characters that passed away. I can't think right now. Well, definitely that's not going to stop them from making a figure. Absolutely not. Reva inbound. Ooh, Reva. I got to get Reva. I got to get the Grand Inquisitor. Like I said, I'm going to get them so cheap, guys. I can't wait. I want Artisan Queen Amidala. That'd be sick. It's an out with the old. Yeah, literally. Like I said, I never understood, because I've always kept every single figure of my, since day one. And I would never think that getting rid of my old figure and getting the new one is going to benefit me in any way possible, or else I would have been doing it, from day one. It's like, oh, the new one came out. Why do I need this crap? Let me get rid of it. I've never thought that way. I never thought that the new one was always better than the old one. If anything, I always thought the original anything was better than, anything updated, right? When people go looking for cars, right? They look for classics. They look for the originals, right? They look for those old school cars. They don't look for the Mustang, for example, right? Shout out to Luis. He loves his Cobra, right? Obviously, an old school Cobra is gonna be more valuable than an updated, 2000 Cobra. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. People want the old school. So when I started seeing that, people were just willing to, get rid of their old figures for the new one, or, just not bother with the old one and just get the new one. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, this hobby is like a little weird, because this is not, this doesn't make sense. This is not what it should be or how it should be. And that's how I started seeing. I was like, this is not. And I always bring up this comparison with cars and vehicles because that's what it is. The old stuff is always valuable, is always what's worth something. So it never made sense to me. Russ 2010 able, reasonable, rastitutable. Wait, I don't know what you're saying. Razable, Raz 2010able. Raz 2010able. How are you? Happy New Year. Welcome. My last Hot Toys pickups for 2023 was Riva, and I'm glad she looks beautiful. I can't wait to get her. But I did notice that, like, when I saw a few pictures, and her suit, her whole outfit looks very cheap. Just very plain, not cheap and like cheap quality, just very plain, like just blah. You know what I mean? Like there's no fancy materials. There's no, just very, very plain. And that's why I figured, I was like, you know what? Let me just wait because I have a feeling I could get her for a lot cheaper. And I'm playing the game, and we'll see what happens. Brandon Olman says, do you think Ahsoka line is done? I don't think so. I think there's more after the white Ahsoka. I think we're gonna have Hu Yang, I think, is coming. At least Hu Yang, if they don't do Shin and Balin, but which I don't think they will. I think they would have teased them already. But I think Hu Yang was a big part of the show. And if they made Chopper, you better believe they'll make Hu Yang. So I think Hu Yang is coming. So I don't think it's done yet. Black Tom Cruise says, I think Hot Toys has those figures ready to only announce we're in trouble. We're in trouble like the nuclear. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think there'll be, Hot Toys will be sitting on figures, completely made or sitting on an announcement just like as an emergency. You know what I mean? I don't think so. They have so much stuff. They have so many licenses. Like I always tell you guys, they have so many options. They're not just stuck on Star Wars. They could literally go. Look what they just did with those grasshopper ninja figures. Those robotic ninjas, the Japanese things. Who even thought that they were gonna ever make that? Never. I never did. And Hot Toys has been making Japanese stuff from day one. I have a ton of their anime Japanese, Hot Toy stuff. It's just you never expect that stuff. You never think of it, right? But they get licenses for anything and everything they feel like they can make. It's that simple, Anart can't tell you that. You got people begging. It's the craziest thing. You got people begging them, hey, can you guys make this? Can you guys? They can't even get the base properly. And you guys are bothering them with figures.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
It's true. It's crazy. It blows my mind every time. Just put my bark speeder together. I'm sweating, and I'm sweating to death. That was stressful. Yeah, the bark speeder with the side card or the regular one. The side card was a little annoying with that setup that they had. Honestly, the Sachi Bob is great. Don't have to worry about single. Exactly. It's just that's what it is. It's just like a statue piece. It's a diorama piece. Palm readings with Madame Fabio. Oh my God, this guy, unbelievable. No respect. No respect. Truly. Iris says, he also did that with the Lego Millennium Falcon, but later interviews said it. Oh, I gotcha. Woo! Yeah, no, I didn't know. I didn't know if it was real or not, but I watched it and I was like, he did not just break a Hot Toy. Again, especially that figure that's going for the amount of money that it's going for. I was like, so disrespectful. Don't do it, Tula. You'll wake up as an adult. Who's making that Willy Wonka Gene Wilder figure? Oh, I don't. That was Present Toys. Mars Toys. Either Mars Toys or Present Toys. One of those two companies. It's a third-party figure. I was pleasantly surprised with Grand Inquisitor. Yes, the Grand Inquisitor does look gorgeous. That head sculpt looks immaculate. I can't wait for that thing. But again, another that figure, that outfit, right, of that figure looks better than the Riva outfit because I feel like it's got more red hints of red on it, so it pops a little bit more. Riva's it's a little bit more black. in general. So that's why I think the GI is better. Tuli says over 50 in this joint. Hit oh, guys, there's 52 of you guys, and hit that like button if you don't mind, please. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. This guy, hello, fellow positive collectors. This guy, unbelievable. Look who's in the house. He made it. Unreal. This guy, he only comes once in a while when he's not collecting. Oh man, even the short trooper captain from Rogue One has held decent value after the latest. Oh really? Short trooper captain. I know that went down a lot though. That original one. I used to have it up for sale for $2,000 on eBay. You know why? I hate the Japanese sellers on eBay. Every time you go looking for a figure, you see the most expensive figure, $1,200, $1,500. Where's it from? Japan. I'm like, oh yeah. So I bought 2 short troopers. I had one for myself, the original ones that were going for like $2,000. So I put up one for sale. So I was like, let me see what they're going for. $1,200 at the time. Japan. I said, hell no. Why Japan? $2,000 USA.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
I was like, hell, like literally every figure. Japan, 2,000. Japan, 500. Japan. It's like, yo, like why? Like why? Yeah, crazy. Derek, Happy New Year. How are you, my friend? Says, damn, so your second post of your collection, you want to adopt me? Yeah, guys, if you haven't seen the collection tour, part 1 or part 2, it's now live on the channel. I uploaded the part 2 today. You guys were blowing me up. When is part 2 coming? Even though some of you guys watched it live that night or that day, you guys were asking for it. So there it is. It's finally done. Again, this is just the tease. I've already recorded every single shelf behind me, every single case behind me. All I have to do is all the details now, and then, start uploading everything. So that's coming very soon. I've been playing around. So I finally uploaded that video, that collection tour video of the part 2 that I uploaded today. Was the very first video I've ever uploaded on YouTube from the computer, not from the phone. So that's why it looks a little bit different than the collection tour part 1. It actually looks, 4K instead of the other one, which doesn't look 4K for whatever reason. So, guys, if I become a YouTuber, it's game over. So hold me back. Hold me back. We have, let's see what you guys are saying. He wants some watermelon. Watermelon! We got Brad says, my dream set is a Kiss artist. Kiss. It's funny. I would have loved a 1/6 scale Kiss line. And the only company that would ever make something like that is, what's the name of that company? SL Custom. SL Custom, which is the cheap company of So-So Toys. So they make all the artists, all the singers. They made Prince. They've made what's his name? David Bowie. They've made Bob Marley. So they've made very, very, very good, fun artist figures. So if anybody's gonna make them, and they're very, very good, these figures. I don't own a single one because I don't want to get into those lines, but they look incredible. Joker just says, you guys are bothering me. Exactly, Fabs. Hot Toys, there's too many IPs just for exactly. They have plenty of options. They got, they're not struggling for a license. And as you guys see, every license they get is what? Worldwide. They don't sit there and go, well, this is for Asia only. Even if they get licenses for things worldwide, they decide to leave things locally, right? For them, right? When you see a Hot Toys exclusive, that's for them, right? Overseas only. even though these licenses are worldwide, they take them away from us on purpose, right? Unlike InArt, which they try to push stuff on us because they legally can't get it to us. And just with that alone, I don't understand how people can say that InArt is a better company than Hot Toys. We live in a clown world, and that's just what I'm going to say about it, because it doesn't even add, doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Imagine a moving jeans. Imagine, you know what that tongue would look like? Peacemaker's tongue. Yo, Fabs, I heard 224 you hook. This guy, guys. If you have a Sideshow Hoth Han Solo blue jacket or brown jacket version, please message my friend Rob. He's been looking for Hoth Han for a while now. The only problem is he's looking for mine. And so if you guys want to help me out and give him yours instead. Oh man, this guy, unbelievable. My grand got delivered today. We'll be unboxing it tomorrow. Oh, if you don't like it, you know what to do, my friend. Mr. Mom Collectibles, I'm waiting on that collection video. Oh, look at you. They're waiting for, yes. Did I see? I did see a collection thumbnail somewhere. Mr. Mom, is that what we're doing? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Don't be weird. Hey, Ryan. Thomas Jones, Happy New Year. Welcome, my friend. He says, damn right. Raise them prices. Do it for Pearl Harbor. Exactly. Yo, I can't. It bothered me. It's like, who are you? And sometimes the figures were even used. I'm like, who are you to charge $1,200 for a used figure? Get the hell out of here. So I was like, $2,000. But of course, I was the one being called a scalper. Japan's imagine. It's crazy. Japan has, yes, I did. It was bad too. I hope they find people already crushed under the buildings. God bless everybody. I hope everybody's doing well over there in Japan. That is the most scary, besides the tsunami. I feel bad for those people. They got the A-bomb. They get tsunamis left and right, just like Hawaii. They get earthquakes. God, man. And that culture, that I love Japanese culture. Japanese culture is amazing, but it's like they can't get a break, these people. I've had so many bad experiences with Japanese sellers in eBay that I won't chance anymore. Pay for. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I would think they would be good, especially with those prices. I would think those would be the best. 2K, you buy now. Round eye. Round eye. This guy's unbelievable. Joao says, how's your... He said, how's your posting skill? You know how my posting skill is. That's what you're asking. If it wasn't that good, you wouldn't be asking about it. Oh, man. Gavin Fabs, you're still getting... So, it looks like there is a new company that is making something like module cases, but apparently a lot cheaper. I don't know what the turnaround time is. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. All I know is what I'm telling you. I can't give you a website. I can't give you a link. I was told not to say anything, so I am not saying anything for the time being until the person who told me about them gets them. So the person ordered a bunch of these new, display cases, right? Again, they look very, very, very close to module cases. They're, very, very similar look, but I think the materials are different. And again, they're cheaper. So again, he told me, do not get anything yet until I get mine, and I'll tell you how they are. I think he ordered 2 or 3 just to try them out. So I'm waiting on that response. And I'm going to decide from there. So if I see that, they have the same designs, I'll get the cheaper ones as the main displays and obviously get some module case corner pieces, if they match, because that's another thing. If they don't match, then I can't get module cases, period. But if that company decides to do their own corner pieces, then it's a wrap. Then I'm not getting any module cases. My goal to this day is still to get module cases eventually. But like I tell you guys, my only one side of the wall is $6,000, right? And it's pretty much it's 3 corner pieces and pretty much all DF120s after that, right? They're just going to be stacked up all around. $6,000. I know you guys think I'm rich, but I'm not. So, it's not going to happen like that. It's going to be a while. If, when it happens, it's going to be a while. But like I said, I'm holding off because if I could get the other ones cheaper and sooner, it's a wrap. Hey Faz, when are you getting? I just said, guys, Battle Royale. This guy, unbelievable. Fort Gang. What? Well, at least if you become a YouTuber, you can get my. Yeah. No, I talked to Brian. Brian says he's we've talked over the years here and there. I haven't seen him in the chats in a while. Somebody, I think, who was it? Somebody sent me a screenshot. He was on somebody else's stream. Or I think he's often on other people's streams, but I haven't seen him on here at all. So I don't know. I don't think he cares for my business anyway. He's with the real YouTubers now. He used to come on here and say hello. Now he's and I saw an S too. I saw an S on his name. So he's channel member of some channels. He don't appear here. Shout out to Brian. He says hello to me. FabsFigures was under so much pressure to prove he was a I know. I was like, guys, believe me, please. I was like, I gotta get this out. I gotta let them know that I collect. This guy, unbelievable. That's mean. That's mean, Ryan. Don't be mean. You gotta be positive like HIV. Unreal. We got I think we will get up Taylor Swift. Can you imagine? My God, that'd be funny. Fabs, you won't be a true collector until you start threatening companies with your. I could never. Can you imagine? It's not that serious. I mean, if a company tries to scam me, then that's a different story. But like for me to get something out of somebody like by a threat, I could never. Oh my God. Guys, you don't even know what's happening right now. So this guy right here, Brandon in the house. Happy New Year, my friend. Brandon had retired from collecting a few months back. He was a big time collector, years ago. He actually was, I think he was working with Sideshow at one point, if I'm not mistaken. And then he came back and then he retired again. I never thought I would see this day ever. But here he is. Welcome back. Does this mean, let me know first of all, does this mean you're back? That's number one. Number two, if you are back, what made you come back? And number three, welcome back, my friend. Let us know. Mr. Mom, I thought he was collecting and fall down tables. You guys are messed up. Maybe I want my royalties. I shut the first collection tour. Oh my God, you guys are nuts. Oh man, crazy. There was also a plane crash at the Hadina airport. I didn't know about that, but that's crazy. Bob. Toys Wonderland cases. Yeah, no. TK592, how are you? Welcome. But no, I don't know who the company is. I don't know who makes them. I don't know anything. Like I said, I was told by another collector who lives overseas in China. He told me, he's like, if you're gonna get them, he goes, just wait. He goes, let me get mine. He goes, and I'll tell you. Because again, I'm in no rush. I don't have 6K to put on module cases anyway. So that's why I was like, oh, this is perfect. So if I could, again, I have to get a bunch. I'm not getting 2 module cases like a lot of people do, or 3 module cases. I'm getting like 12, So that's the thing, right? So hopefully, if it works out for him, then I'll be getting different style cases, Tony Marine, that is terrible. Yeah, no, that's crazy. I didn't know that. FABs, are they American company making? I know nothing. I'm assuming they're not, right? Because he's from China, so I'm assuming they're a Chinese product. Again, I don't know. I can't even tell you a name because I don't know a name. He didn't give me any information. Again, he even said, "Don't talk about this." And here I am. But I'm talking about it because there's no, I'm telling you guys exactly what he told me, which is nothing. He just said, "Just hold off." So I was like, "All right, cool. If I could save money, absolutely." You know what I mean? And they gave us Godzilla. This guy, unbelievable. Brad says, "Remember the rock and the sock connection? Rock and sock. Remember the rock and sock connection? Rock and sock connection. Why does that sound familiar? Rock and sock connection. Tell me what that is. Rock and sock connection. Is it an American display? No, it's not American. I'm assuming. I don't know where it's from, but I'm assuming it's Chinese. I don't know. $6,000 and 10-year wait. Inner might release another figure before you get your value cases. Oh my god! Can you imagine? He was dropping super chats in other. Oh, really? See, he's never in here. He's been last year. He was in here a couple times. Said hello, but he's never been like a regular here. But somebody sent me, like a clip, a video clip, and I saw, he was like very active, and then I saw but it wasn't about him, right? Obviously, they sent me the what do you call it, the clip for another reason, and his name was there, and I saw the S on next to his name, and I was like, oh, he's a channel subscriber. I was like, that's awesome. But again, like I said, I never see him here, so. Happy New Year, MB Dyson. Thank you for being here as always. Nice to see you. Once 6 Star Wars Pimpazoid, welcome. My God, I'm still waiting on module. It's been 14 months. My God. See, so that's another thing. The turnaround time, I'm gonna assume that it may be quicker than them. Again, I don't know anything. I can't tell you anymore because I don't know anymore, right? But again, my whole thing is, if it's gonna be cheaper, I'm good with cheaper. You know what I mean? There's there's not, I as you guys see, I've been looking to save money, so I'm not looking to, overspend on anything anymore. Pronto said, "Miss you, buddy. Happy New Year." Look at, but wait, are you back or what? Are you back or you're not back? Don't leave me hanging. Tell me. Nefty, it's in the box. It's in the box right over there. It's coming, guys. Don't worry. And I told you guys that Ecto 1 video will be a live unboxing. I am doing that on live unboxing with you guys. I tried the first time with that figure, with that military figure. It worked out. I was able to link up both cameras onto StreamYard. So it worked out perfectly. So I'm doing that again. So I'm doing the Ecto 1 a live unboxing as well. Let's see. The Rock and Mankind was wrestling, bro. The Rock and Mankind. That's what I'm saying. I remember, because Mankind had 3 names: Foley, something Foley, Mankind, and there was another one. He had 3 personalities. Mankind, and Dude Love. It was Dude Love, Mankind, and something Dudley, or Foley, something Foley. And so I remember that, but I don't remember that other stuff. The Rock and Mankind. Yeah, no, I remember Mankind's 3 names, but I don't remember that. That song. I don't remember. Dude Love. Yeah, I remember that. Fabian needs to get Majuka figure. Majukasa. Yeah, Maju case, it took 50. Wow. How many did you get, Bob? I'm waiting for a new J&D studio. J&D studio Maju cases. The Thor, Tokyo Fab Tokyo Fabs had a PTSD reaction to hearing the Rock is recognized. No zapatos. You're crazy. Oh my god. Mr. Mom says, Fabs, yes, I decided to upload collection to a video Thursday. I proved I proved that I really collect. Oh my god. They know that you don't only press buttons, you collect as well. Oh man. Savon Mason, welcome. Happy New Year. Nice to see you. I ordered 6 Maju case DF. Yeah, those are the ones I need. The X120s. Yep. November 22nd. They came in 10 months, which I don't think is. No, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. 6. That's a lot too, man. How big is your collection? I would love to see it. Guys, if you haven't joined the group, 16 Evolution on Facebook and 16 Evolution HT on Reddit. I post a lot on both. So if you haven't joined, please join. I would like to see your collections and stuff. Dude Love. Yep. Mick Foley, Cactus Jack. That's what it was. Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind. Yes. Mick Foley. That's what it was. Yes. Now I remember. It was 4. Wow. It's been so long. See what happens, guys? Let me see. Inner details are killer. Inner details. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. But yeah, guys. So that's what I wanted to talk about, regarding the upsale. So again, if you guys are doing what I'm doing, you can do it all you want. Just be aware that you're not going to save money every time because it's happening. They're upping the price on certain items, right? On certain popular items at that. They're not doing it at just regular stuff. They're doing it to popular items that have a hype at the moment. Also, guys, so this was released by on Kit Chen's website. It's sold out already. I saw that there was some left. I didn't even know it was out. Number one, I never pre-ordered it because I was like, oh, I'll wait till they come out. I didn't think anybody was going to buy these like that. Well, they did. They sold out immediately. He had posted that there were some available. I clicked the link. They were gone. So it looks decent in picture. There was a video. I don't know if you guys saw the video. It looked very decent compared to the Hot Toys one. I think it's going to look very nice. I think it could be used for either one. The Doc Brown for 2 or Doc Brown from 1. The eyes looked really, really cool. Nice and big. But I missed out. Did anybody get this? Let me know if you guys got this. We're able to order this from Kitchen. Maju Cases has a new detail size. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. Just got this Doc Brown's cover. Oh no, you got one. I went to get one because again I didn't know it was out, so I went to get one and it was sold out. I was like, oh no. So I hope it's nice. You better post some pictures. I don't even know where you post. Where do you post your stuff? Definitely not in the group. I should remove you from the group. You don't do anything in the group anyway.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Oh man. So yes, I want to bring this up too because I missed out and I'm very upset. I hope that so I believe this was made by 11, right? Which he works with Kit very closely. So hopefully there would be a reissue, which, this is not an item that's like, you're going to make the hold value. So there will most likely be a reissue if there are enough people want it. And I'm already seeing that a few people missed out and they really want it. So that's why I believe there will be a second wave. If not, then, we'll see, but I definitely want one. So I have to look on eBay. I have to look on other places. But again, I feel like this one's only available on 16 Kit because, that's his buddy. Carlos says, Happy New Year, my friend. Nice to see you. Welcome back. Welcome. I'll post on Instagram. This guy, unbelievable. Oh my God. Selfish guy. I only collect Hot Toys Marvel MCU villains. I currently have all of them. That's awesome. That's awesome. Where do you post your stuff, Savon? I would like to see. Fine, I'll drop it. I'll drop in the group. Don't want to get kicked out. Oh my god. I gotta run. Gotta go to an MRI. Kidding. This guy. I don't even know if you're lying or not. But thank you for being here, my friend. Have a good night. Happy New Year. I'll see you again very soon because I feel like we're gonna get some action tomorrow. Some announcements, some releases, something. We're getting something. Because remember, they have to pump out stuff before their New Year's because then they're going to be stuck with even more stuff, So we'll see. Got a shipping notice for. Oh no, you didn't. I was going to say because I got a delay notice. That's delayed. So, Fabs, I'll send you mine for an Iron Man. This guy, unbelievable. That's not a ripoff at all, huh? That's not a ripoff. I don't know about this Doc Brown look. No, I'm telling you, so there's a video. I don't want to play the video, but there's a video of him with both heads side by side. Looks very good. At least from the video. I don't know what it looks like in hand, but it doesn't look terrible. Victor says, I'm all good. I miss I told him. Yeah, so back to this guy. So one thing I wanted to point out is here. So a little similarity with the base, like pointed out yesterday, but I wanted to show you guys just so you guys could see what I'm talking about now. I hope they show it. There we go. So look at the style of base here, right? See, it's like a sandwich base. You got a little piece that overlaps, right? It sticks out. Then this middle piece goes in, and then this piece comes out. So if you look at this base, see, here it is. Same thing. Sticks out, goes in, sticks out. Literally same style of base. Look at that. You're going to tell me you see anything different there? Absolutely not. Even this. Look at this. Look at this. The tag, right? You got the little nameplate there. Look at the name. Literally the same exact shape of nameplate. Look at that. So they're reusing the same base. Literally the same base. Where'd you go? See? Literally the same base. Look at the ridges here. All these lines right here, right? These are all lines. Look at all the lines here. So like I said yesterday, same exact base. They're reusing it. They're obviously modifying it. They're making it better, making it fancier to be able to charge you more, which is what they did. But that's Hot Toys. We know that already, I just checked my Toby also. No, yeah, they all got delayed. I thought they were coming soon. Nope, delayed. I was like, no. Wish they do an Ignatowski. What's an Ignatowski? I don't know an Ignatowski. Who's an Ignatowski? Somebody tell me. Carlos No Sweat. Batman did it first. Iron Man just is just copying. Oh my god! But it's true. It's true. The Flash did it. That Flash suit design is hideous. No way! You think this is bad? This is the Batman Returns bat suit in red. You don't like it? I mean, it's supposed to look ugly, right? It's supposed to look cheap. It's supposed to look because they're not going to give you an actual Batman suit. You know what I mean? So this is definitely, cheapened out. But I can't wait for this thing. I can't wait for this thing. You have no idea. No idea. I have to get 2 of these, by the way, guys. Definitely getting 2. But back to the figure. So, like I said, guys, don't sleep on this. This is going to be a big deal. This is the last one of the 1 through 7 lines. Again, don't be surprised if they end up doing some type of, different color eventually. But this is not the last time you're going to see this. This is beautiful, 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 beautiful. Look at that. So many different looks. Look at the height difference. This is, remember, there have been 3 already. The plastic Tony Stark, the plastic Unleashed Mark II with James Rhodes head on it, and the Iron Man Mark II diecast, which is the 1.0, and obviously this is the 2.0. Not on Hot Toys. Oh, which one? Which one? Oh, you're talking about. I see what you're saying. In general, I got you. I see what you meant. Yes. Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Happy New Year. Nice to see you. Look at that. You think we're not paying for this? Over 100 chrome armor pieces. You guys don't think they're making us pay for all this? Absolutely, we're paying for all this. That's why it's all here in a separate slideshow picture, because they're letting you know you're paying for this. See, anything they mention like this, it's we're paying for. But look at that. This figure is going to be, and don't get all, stressed out if the shine is too much for you right now. You're like, oh my God, this is crazy. Remember, there's a lot of lighting here, right? This is for the pictures to make them appealing, to make it shine, to make it cool. So you're probably not going to have, all of this whiteness to it, but you're going to have a crazy shine to it. You're supposed to. So, Chris is getting free. I don't know who's not getting this. I think even if you're not an Iron Man fan and you miss out on this, I think you're going to regret it. Even if you don't have all the other ones, this is going to be amazing. Overall amazing figure. And I feel like after this, we're going to get the quarter scale, because it's only, it's about time now. They're giving another 6 scale Mark II, but not the quarter scale. What? Crazy, right? Carlos Burgos. The Iron Man suit is for, it's beautiful. Are you getting this, Big Dog? Let me know if you're getting this, or if you pre-ordered already, or you're getting it later on. Carlos, good is good enough. You guys. But yeah, guys, look at that. Beautiful. That and this also. I can't get enough of this either. This thing is beautiful. I'm so excited to finally finish the line. Anybody in here right now not getting this, please let me know. I would love to know your thoughts on why you're not getting this. Not that there's anything wrong. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you're wrong, or there's something wrong with you if you're not getting this. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, like, if you're not getting it, please let me know why. I am planning. Okay, cool. I just wonder. Because I want to know what you guys, why you guys would miss out on something like this. This thing is gorgeous. Look at that. If you're not completing this, I don't know what you're doing with your life. This is such a beautiful shot. When are we ever going to get this ever again? I was getting delayed, but it's still I was getting it, but it's delayed. This guy, it's like, I was getting it, but it's delayed. I want to get it, just missed out. Wait, get what? The Spider-Man? Tell me. I just got Toby and Andrew. Oh my God, Eric. Eric, if you don't like Toby, I'll take it, okay? But I may post a video of my. Yes, I would love to see it. Absolutely. If you're not on Facebook, message me on Instagram. I would love to see it. Guys, at FabsFigures, everything. I'm only getting 3 Spideys. I get very few villains. Ooh. So you get mostly the heroes, I guess, the superheroes. Oh, yeah, Spidey. Nice. I purchased a deluxe for the base, and I'm selling the. Message me immediately. Do not take long. Reason, waiting for inner. I need Hobo Goblin, Andrew, and Toby. Ooh, yes, Hobo Goblin is a must. And I can tell you this: you can't even compare the regular Goblin with the Hobo Goblin at all. You cannot. You just can't. They're 2 completely different figures. You can't say, oh well, they're pretty similar, so I'll stick to. Absolutely not. Completely different figures all around. The suits are completely different. You got the hoodie on this one. Everything here is battle damage, so you can't justify only getting one. If you can't get them both, obviously, that's no problem. It's not an issue. It's an issue for the person because you're going to miss out. But when it comes to, having to choose, they're not the same. Even the paint application. One is, I feel like the Hobo is a little bit lighter. It's not so dark. Obviously, we'd have to see in hand, but do it. Bro, I mean, see, I'm telling you, even if you're not an Iron Man or Marvel collector, that Iron Man looks gorgeous. Can you imagine that on a shelf, just nicely posed, classily posed, holding the helmet with Tony Stark's head, with all that shine around him, that beautiful base? Forget it. I can tell you right now, that is going to be top 10 figure of 2024. I'm telling you right now. And my favorite figure of 2023. Already? No! Unbelievable. Unreal. Unbelievable.
Yikes.
I was going to do that with a Carter, but then I chose Yike instead.
Wrong.
My Hobo Goblin had to ship from Sideshow. Mine hasn't at all. Mine was delayed. Delayed. Really think about getting that. I'm telling you that Iron Man's beautiful, 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 beautiful. Again, if you don't have that, if you don't have any Iron Man, you're not missing out on anything, right? But that figure is beautiful. The only one that I'm not getting is Strange, just because Strange. Oh, I see. I got you. Okay, yeah, you don't have to get every single Strange, right? I love this Strange because of that whole diorama display that it comes with, that table and the little accessories. The little effects, gorgeous. Obviously the Multiverse of Madness Strange with the extra head sculpt and those dragons blows this out of the water big time. But obviously, for No Way Home, this is necessary if you're getting everything right. Gambit says I was about to quit collecting, but No Way Home. Oh, look! Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It's like, all right, like I like Hot Toys is boring for me now. Like I'm really like over it. And then a whole line like this pulls you back. I feel like if you weren't even into like the movies, these villains were going to bring anybody back, just because when are we ever getting these again? And remember, these are from multiple movies, not one. Green Goblin comes from Spider-Man 1, right? Toby, the first Toby Spider-Man. Doc Ock comes from Spider-Man 2, right? Electro, which we got the original Electro from the Amazing Spider-Man 2, right? Already in purple. And the Lizard, Amazing Spider-Man 1. Sandman, regular Spider-Man 3, right? Toby Spider-Man 3. So they're all from different movies, right? They just happen to all come together at No Way Home. So that's why they're so special, at least to me, right? That's how I see them. I see them I don't see them that they're just from No Way Home. I see them that they're from everything else, and we just happen to get them from No Way Home, Did you get my chat? I can see putting that head sculpt on the Mark III. Ooh, right? True. You just gave me an idea. Maybe I could try some head sculpts on that Mark III. Good thinking. I know, I have all these figures, and the only one I did that for was that Spider-Man, that Amazing Spider-Man head sculpt. I tried that head on every single Spider-Man, but I never think about doing that with anybody else. I got the bat signal coming. Oh, see, I didn't get anything. You guys got everything. Do I collect? I got all of them so far ever. I got all of them so far ever. The black and gold Spider-Man that nobody wants. Wait, I got all of them so far. Oh, even the black. Yes, I got 2 of those, by the way. People could dislike the black Spider-Man all they want. That figure was really nice. It was a very cheap looking suit, right? I get it. But the figure, you have to have that suit. You have to have that suit. He would look sick with Midas. Yep. That is true. That chrome, the metallic chrome, and then the gold chrome. But you got to get, because the new Midas, actually true. Because the new Midas, yes, because the new diecast Midas has like actual gold chrome on it. It's not like the Shanghai chrome version. It's got some hints of chrome. So yes, good idea. I'm definitely trying that when that comes out. I'm definitely putting them next to each other. I'll definitely forget by then. When is this figure coming out anyway? Just so we have an idea. When is this coming out? Does anybody know? Because if it was announced already this year, oh my God, January 2025. God. Does anybody think this is coming next year or sooner, or it's going to be delayed? Somebody let me know, please. The new Iron Man is $455. What is he overpriced? What is he overpriced, or is that a reason? So, like I mentioned, we are paying for all these new things, right? So, like I said, they've reused. That's why I point these things out so you guys notice where these things, where these prices come from. So again, they reused the base from Flash. Literally exact same base. They reused it from the Flash and they added these two things. That's why, like I mentioned, they are telling you that they're doing this because we're paying for it. They're not just letting you know as like a warning, like, look what we did for you as a favor. No, they're telling you that they did this to charge you for it. So $455 for this figure is very expensive. The problem is, number one, it's die cast. Number two, it's a 2.0. So it's a big, bulky, beefy figure. Number three, look how many pieces of things they're telling you it comes with. So you think this figure is going to be $350 knowing that they're giving you all this stuff? Absolutely not. We're paying a premium for the figure because it's a premium figure. And when I mean premium, I mean it's fully loaded with a bunch of stuff. Yes, it's stupid stuff. This is nothing fancy. This is nothing, oh my God, I'm gonna, lose my mind if I get all the, what I mean? It's nothing crazy, nothing expensive. But as a company providing your customer all of these pieces, you're gonna have to charge. And because of all of these pieces, as you see here, look how appealing this looks. So what do we say? Oh, we're getting all this stuff. Oh, $455. I mean, it's almost $500. And it's going to be over $500 with tax and shipping, right? Which is another reason why I ordered it using my points. So all I owe is $200 and something total. With obviously that's including tax and shipping. Without that, it's going to be $170 something. So that's why I chose to do that, to avoid a problem. Again, I feel like they're going to overcharge for this figure. They're going to overprice it when it comes out because of what it is, because of the type of figure that it is. Again, Iron Man is crazy popular overseas. So I'm just trying to avoid a problem, but this is what we're paying for. And again, they wouldn't show you this, and this is the big deal. They wouldn't show you this if they weren't trying to get your money. This, again, like I said, the reason why this is a big deal is because they're letting you know, number one, you don't have to worry about any more Iron Man for these 1 through 7 because we're done with this Mark II. And you never have to think about the 1 through 7 line again because there's nothing coming from it anymore, right? 1 through 7 are done right here. They're telling you completely. So are you going to finish the 1 through 7? Because if you're an Iron Man fan, you're going to have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You're going to have them, right? You most likely will have the 1.0 diecast or even maybe the Unleashed version as well. Are you going to be the only one not getting the updated version, the 2.0 version, the taller version, the newly painted version, the one with all the accessory version? Of course you are. If you're an Iron Man fan, it's that simple, right? So to me, it wasn't like, oh my God, this is $455 on Sacha's going to be 500 and change. I didn't even think about that. That wasn't even my mentality. My mentality was, I need to pre-order this now because if I don't, I will most likely have a huge problem getting it later on. So if this continues on Toys for Kiddos, you better believe that I'm going to keep doing this and start ordering, pre-ordering from Sideshow again if I see that it may be a problem overseas, depending on the figure, right? I'm still going to be risking it because I don't know what's going to work out and what's not. But if I know that Iron Man are very popular overseas. And I know that this Iron Man is newly developed and a brand new figure. And like I said, newly painted and newly everything. I'm going to take a huge risk not pre-ordering this item because it could be a huge hit overseas. And then what happens? Then we got to overpay. Then I got to overpay. And I'm not looking to overpay. And that's my, that's what I'm trying to avoid. 2020, that's crazy. Can you imagine? I think it will be delayed. I think so too because of how intricate it is. I don't think this is going to be out soon. If it is, I'll be shocked. But it has delayed all over it. I'm with you on that. It's going to be delayed. Yeah, I have a feeling too. Yeah. I hope Hot Toys does a die cast. That's a possibility as well. Ironmonger 2.0 die cast. That thing's going to be about $600. They could make a diecast Ultron. That thing's going to be about $500. I feel like those figures, at least back then, they weren't thinking about diecast at the moment. At least for the Ironmonger at the time. Remember, everything was plastic back then. But I feel like if they were to do that now, that figure is going to be super, super expensive. And I love that head sculpt still. That head sculpt to this day, beautiful. That thing is a 10 out of 10 right now still. 510 wrapped up. Crazy expensive. Andreas says, wish it was USB. Yeah, I mean, I guess probably. And yes, that's a very good point as well. There will be 3.0s of these, 4.0. Obviously, who's going to be around for these? Who knows? But absolutely, you will have 3.0s. Eventually, you're going to have figures fully made with 0 batteries. It's going to be strictly USB. That's just going to be the norm. Again, eventually, how soon? Who knows? But I feel like it's going to get to a point where it's going to be cheaper, right? They're going to master making these USB ports so well that it's going to be, just another like easy thing for Hot Toys to do all the time. So that's 100% coming eventually. Batteries are already becoming an issue, right? You cannot ship batteries, at least to Australia right now. I'm assuming there will be other countries as well over time. So it's only a no-brainer for them to start working on this now, to start getting good at it now, so they don't have to worry about over time having to, oh man, what are we going to do now? We can't ship batteries. So what are we going to do? Send out with no, so that's where it's headed. It has to, right? They have to evolve. Also, eventually, I feel like, if the figure calls for it, it will be die cast as well, right? Obviously, if it's something that doesn't need to be die cast, it won't be. But if it does, you better believe that's going to be the norm for a lot of these metal figures, right? So it's going to change. Everything always evolves one way or another. It just has to. You can't be stuck in the same thing over and over for years and years and years and years and not, innovate. It just doesn't happen. And obviously, we know that Hot Toys is the first one to innovate with everything, and no gluting. Tuli says, personally, I just want the figure. I don't need all those extra small. Well, that's why Hono was born, right? Hono will give you the figure, right, that you need, which is the meat, right? You don't need all the sides, like all these pieces, like you said, right? So Hono will give you just the meat. We'll give you the figure, your couple hands, your little, effects, and you're done. Which a lot of people love, and a lot of people. Let me tell you this: a lot of people will be very happy to be able to throw away the Hono boxes because you're not going to be able to need to hold these boxes for anything. You know what I mean? If you're going to hold the box for a figure that was $160, I mean, unless these figures shoot up to, $300 and you're going to need the box, fine. But I know there's a lot of people, who don't keep the boxes just because they don't have room to keep them. So because of the fact that the figure is $160, $188 plus tax, and shipping or whatever, that's going to make people feel more comfortable. All right, you know what? It's only $160 figure. If I throw away the box, and if I don't make as much money, whatever. But it's already happening with regular Hot Toys. So can you imagine with a figure that's only going for $160? It's a no-brainer. So that's going to be a good thing for those who don't have room for the boxes. The Iron Man Hot Toys. This is kind of turning me off. What's turning you off? Are not cheap. Never been. Nope. How do I use my points when I order Sideshow? After you add your item to the cart and you're about to check out, there's an option at the end that says either if you want to use a coupon code or whatever to the left, I believe, of your checkout, and it's you just click it and it gives you a drop down menu and you'll see your points there. Let me see. Spring 2025. Yeah, that's probably when it'll be released. Spring. Unbelievable. Big Pound Wear 2.0 Ironmonger Summer Exclusive. That'd be beautiful. And it'd be perfect for the perfect timing now that this is 1 through 7 is done. The last figure is the Mark II. The Ironmonger was obviously the first Iron Man, Iron Man 1. This Mark II is from Iron Man 1. So that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Joao says, not for me. Already have Iron Man. Yeah, a lot of people won't get, the new stuff either. That Asian guy who breaks down and rebuilds all the Iron Man figures is going to love this. Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that. Wait, where the hell what? Keep your oh my God. There's a closet here. There's a closet. Well, this is the boiler room, so there's a closet there. I have a spare bedroom full of boxes right now. I have a closet. I have not a closet. The entire garage, the entire perimeter of the garage is all custom made shelves. You got to see the amount of boxes in there. So I have a bunch of storage areas because again, I have a house. But a lot of people, have smaller houses, have apartments. So I understand why they have to get rid of the boxes, which sucks. So I could never. So I'm happy and I'm grateful that I'm able to save all these boxes because forget it. I would have to be paying storage right now, which would be the dumbest thing to do for boxes. But I would have to. Mike right now is paying a ton for storage, and he's got tons in storage. So I told him, I said, I would never do that. I'd be like, absolutely not. I would rather put them somewhere like in my bedroom than pay for storage. I could never. I paid for storage one time for I had a 2007 Chevy Tahoe and I was selling the hood because I got a fiberglass hood for it. So the stock hood I was selling, I put that thing in storage. I was paying like $100 for this thing or whatever it was for the month. And I had it there for like 4 or 5 months, and I paid more for the storage in total than what I sold the thing for. I was like, never again. Crazy. Fabs, did you build the shelves in your garage? I didn't. No, I had them custom made. I'm not a handyman like that. I'm not a builder. I'm afraid of heights too. So we have very high ceilings in the garage, and you have to get up on a ladder. I am good. Are you crazy? I would fall, break my whole soul if I fell off a ladder. So I don't bother. I am good. And again, being afraid of heights, forget it. Mr. Mom says, throw. It's like this guy. Can you imagine? If I did, guys? I don't know if you ever watched this guy's video. This guy made a bonfire with his boxes. Can you imagine if I did a bonfire with my boxes? It'd be like a volcano. It'd be like everybody out of New York. Was what expensive? Oh, I don't know. You're not talking to me. But yeah, guys. So like I said, be aware of the pricing. Be aware of what's going on your preferred websites where you guys order. That's if it's overseas and it's not Sideshow. Look at. I could tell you something about Pop Collectibles as well. You guys see their prices look decent, but when you order from them, they charge you shipping. My Spider-Man, I bought it there because it was a decent price. The 2.0. I bought the 2.0 and the black Spider-Man suit from him, right? So decently priced, very, very decently priced, but then the shipping, $70 shipping, which, that's what we pay to get it soon. I think it comes in like 2-3 days or whatever. 3 days, which is what I would pay on Toys for Kiddos, right? $65 to get it UPS to me. Pop Collectibles uses FedEx. So same thing. Obviously, FedEx is more expensive. So that's what I don't like. That caught me off guard, and I didn't like it because I was like, man, on top of the $400, almost $500 for this figure, I got to pay an extra $70 just for the shipping. Toys for Kiddos at least has the option to give you free shipping. So that's why I stick with them. Pop Collectibles doesn't give you free shipping. So that's annoying, right? You got to overpay. So once I'm done with that, with them, like I said, obviously, unless it's something that I can't get anywhere else, then I'll go to them. I never had a problem with them, so I can't complain about them, right? I tell you guys all the time, a bunch of you guys had problems with them. I never did. I told him about it. He said, every time I tell him about it, he's like, no, nobody's had a problem. We're fixing everything. So I just let you guys know what goes on. The garage shows. Oh, yes, actually. So this guy was referred to me by a high school friend, and he says, he's like, oh, I found this guy, because he shops a lot. He shops around a lot. So he doesn't just pay for the first one. He wants to get something cheaper. So I said, hey, do you know somebody who could do, shelves? And he's like, yeah, I hired this guy, blah, blah. So the guy came. Again, it was a custom job. I paid something like $3,000 for these shelves. Again, it's things that you buy at Home Depot, like these, shelving that's like for like laundry rooms and stuff, very, very cheap, nothing fancy, nothing expensive, like, material wise. But the work, obviously, he paid for the materials and stuff. Altogether, $3,000, which when he gave me that total, I was like, are you kidding me? Because it wasn't anything fancy. Literally 2 shelves per wall, and that was it. It's $3,000. I was like, what? Never again. We will see any War Machine 2.0s. Absolutely. Eventually, I don't know. I could check real quick, but I don't know if the height of the the War Machine that we got, that the diecast one, is much different from all of these. So if that's the case, you better believe Hot Toys will give you a 2.0 just because they can, right? And they'll call it 2.0, and what are you going to do? You know what I mean? So huge possibility as well. Again, you never know what Hot Toys is going to do. I have my diecast War Machine next to my Mark 6 diecast on my detail. But can they give us a 2.0? Absolutely. If it makes sense for the line? Absolutely. If it's going to be too big and too out of scale, they won't even bother. But again, we have to see if the War Machine matches the Mark III. Because, for example, I feel like the War Machine is supposed to be a little bit bulkier than the plain Iron Man, right? Just out of principle, he's got a machine gun on his shoulder. He's got, all these guns on his arm, right? So he's just a bulkier, bigger character, bigger, bodied Iron Man. So the way to gauge it is if you put the Mark III, right? The Mark III, which is the 2.0, next to that 1.0 diecast War Machine. You put them next to each other. If they look funky together, you better believe you're going to get a 2.0 War Machine. If they look decent, where War Machine is a little bit taller and a little bit bigger than the Mark III, then we won't get anything. But Hot Toys, will want to make that money on a 2.0 as well. Andreas says, what happened to him? Nurse. He fell off and broke his soul. I'm telling you, I'm so afraid of heights. Is crazy. Crazy. So I don't even bother with ladder. I'll go on like a 3-step ladder, but like to go up 30 feet, 20 feet, nope. I'm good. I'm good all day. He wants some watermelon. Give him some watermelon. Brad with the watermelon. I can send you a few. Yes, please. I would love to see. Thank you. Thank you. Damn, I'm late, but I'm here. What's up? Yes, you made it. How are you, my friend? Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. You made it. You made it. Pre-orders are stacking up for me. Yeah, but all we're doing is pre-ordering. You know what I mean? I feel like, well, not obviously not anymore me, but I feel like there's more announcements that there are releases. Clearly, Oh man.
Yay.
Black Time Crew says, how the hell would you build this plate? Well, no, that's different. I could build something. Like I put something together, but to go climb a ladder and then start screwing stuff while I'm up high, I am good. No, thank you.
I don't think so.
Definitely not doing that. Definitely not doing that. Slugging 1-6. Happy New Year, my friend. I know I just said hi to you, but I didn't say Happy New Year. I would love to see that kid that helped Iron Man repair. Yes, in the movie, made his own. Absolutely. That'd be sick. That would be sick. They would call him, since we got Iron Heart, they would call him Iron Kid. Iron Kid. Does the Mark 6 have rolling eyes? Absolutely not. Absolutely. They weren't doing that back then. There's new Mark 6, I believe it should at least, but that old one, absolutely not. And also, don't forget that the Mark 6, the original Mark 6, it was only half of a head sculpt, right? Because the head sculpt, the face was in the helmet, right? So it wasn't a full head sculpt. Now, with the new Mark 6, though, let's see. With the new Mark 6, we may have, this is quarter scale. We got to find that Mark's. Here we go. So the Mark 6, now we get a full head sculpt, right? So it's completely different than what we got before. Completely. Like I said, the original, all of the Mark 6s, actually, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, all of the Mark 6s that we've gotten so far have always been half a head sculpt, right? You lift up the faceplate and his head sculpt is under there, right? You'll have battle damage, you're having bloody, whatever, but his face is always under there. So it looks like the 2.0s are getting full head sculpts and not half a helmets, if you notice, right? The Mark 6 2.0 is getting a full helmet. As you can see, it wasn't, the original ones were only half. Look at this. The Mark 7 suit up. Full head sculpt. Obviously, it has to be. So if you guys look at the pattern, that's what's happening. The original 1.0 Mark 6 didn't come with a full head sculpt. So they change. Hot Toys has to change everything to not give us the same thing all the time. But the Mark 6s have always been faceplate showing, faceplate showing, faceplate showing. Say, here's the War Machine. 300, look at this. This is the reissue. Still available, $380. This thing is a beast. If you guys don't own one, this thing is massive. Massive. It weighs a ton. It's a huge piece. And when you pick this thing up, you're like, this is sick. Because it weighs like 5 pounds. It feels like it weighs 5 pounds in your hands. So if the height on this is very, very far off from the Mark III, we're getting a 2.0, 100%. Again, and they could give us, different attachment parts, different looks, different things, more weathering, more, you know what I mean? They could tweak it all up to give us a whole different figure, And because I'm fine with the heights. It's falling from them that it scares me. It's falling from them. What do you mean falling from them? Like them falling over? I don't understand what you mean. Them falling from them. It's falling from them. Explain what you mean. Yep. As far as heights, I can't even go past the top of a 20. Yeah, no. Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm fine with. I see what you're saying. Never mind. Yeah, no. Even like in buildings, right? Like my building where my office is in a building. I'm on the 3rd floor, and I have windows in my office. And I don't even like when I look at the window. I'm like, oh, I'm good. Like I don't even like looking at like it's that bad, So as far as heights go, I can't even go past. Oh no, I'm good. I am good. Fabs, do you have the armor for armor? No, I do not. We talked about this I think yesterday. I never bought them. I wanted them. So for those who don't remember, Hot Toys made whole armor. So it was the storage cases that appeared in the first Iron Man movie. And then they appeared in Iron Man 2 and then in Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 was a different setup, obviously, for all the, the house party protocol that were in the basement. But they remember that they're all stacked up on top of each other. The 1 through 7, though, it was sold a single piece a 3-piece and a 7-piece. I never bought any of them. I had no room to put those, those diorama pieces. I wish I would have gotten them because they would have looked incredible. And then they made the house party protocol ones, and those were sold separately because you could, you had to buy them separately to get as many as you needed. And again, where the hell am I going to stack up 30 Iron Man figures on top of each other? So I was like, this is not for me. I wish I would have gotten them, but I didn't get a single. I don't own a single one. Not even like one just for the hell of it. Nope. Because I'm not that person. Like I can't just have one, because if I get one, guess what? Man, I'm not going to have an Iron Man Mark 1 in there. I need all of them. So that's why I didn't even want to bother. They call him Iron Noob. Iron Noob. Oh, is this Mark 2 2.0? The first one? Correct. Because I could let me pull. Hold on, I'll pull the Mark 6 diecast for you guys. Hold on. So this is what I mean. So the 2.0s. See, so this is the first diecast, right? And you'll know because of the base. This is the Mark 6 that came with this base because it was the first diecast, right? So this is my point. See how the face is. See? So how are you going to have rolling eyes in here? That's what I'm saying. So they're 2.0s. They got to be completely different because they have to be able to give you the rolling eye system on the figure. So therefore, you can't get a half a helmet face sculpt, head sculpt. You have to get the entire head to be able to do the eye rolling system. So that's why the 2.0s are completely different than these, because they have to be, Let me just put that there. So that's how I'm able to tell, what's new, what's old, because, I have all the old stuff and I have all the new stuff. And that's why I don't get rid of my old stuff either, because of that, The Mark 1 War Machine was the heavy. There you go. Yeah, the thing is beautiful. And I have the very first plastic one. I have the die cast. I have the milk version, which is that white. It's like a white and gray one. I have the neon tech. I have every single War Machine also. The sick figures, because again, they're your militarized Iron Man, right? So it's a gorgeous piece. Black Summer says, I used to work construction. I fell off the ceiling. Caught my. Are you kidding me? Say, I could never. I could never. I want an Iron Man kid. Iron Man kid movie, imagine. This guy. Unless they develop a magnet eye move device like what it name. Oh, I see what you're saying. I mean, I could tell you this. That is a sick feature that they did on that head sculpt, that J&D Joker head sculpt. How you go like this to move the eyes. I mean, I would never use that, but that's sick. When I saw it, I was like, no way. I was like, that's awesome. So that's cool. But is anybody really going to sit there like messing with the eye? Like, all right, look this way. Like, you know what I mean? But is it cool? Absolutely. I love the way that they did that. But, what are you going to do? But guys, we did it. We made it. We're 2 hours in. So as always, thank you guys for watching. I will be back, obviously, on Saturday. Mike will be here. Hopefully we'll have somebody else on the panel. Lucho has been balancing a lot of things with his mouth lately, so we haven't really heard from him. But we'll see what happens. But as always, guys, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you again on Saturday. Happy New Year. And I'll see you in the next one.